themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Heineke. 14 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the delay, Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Rodgers going to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 2nd and 5. An inside give to Jones. Down right around the 25.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle, Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Already a pair of third-down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third-down try. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And this incomplete. An excellent play downfield on the football. Might have had a shot to pick it off even, but it's 2nd down. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
He'll buy some time right.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. And the play fake, and now Heineke.
Rolling to his left. Thomas brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On play action, Heineke.
Rolling to his right.
He'll find Gibson here, complete.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not...
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So we have come upon halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Sly set to boot it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 44-yard line. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for a... About 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
His throw incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First possession of the second half now for Washington. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Here's Jones again on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give for Dillon running right. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 2nd down at 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Turner, 64 yards. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too. I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better out.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered by Washington. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And his throw here is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Play action now. Here's Heineke sliding out of the pocket. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This one left side caught by Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now the Packers get set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against it.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 65 yards. And the Packers get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now down to 20. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's Gibson complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Heineke to throw it. Steps away. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now Heineke. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. On the move to his left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. Gibson. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of a tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play. We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Robert Tunyon capping it all off on the touchdown grab. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Heineke. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
He hasn't been sacked all game, and there's an example as to why. Evaded the pressure, got out of the pocket, but even with the extra time, it doesn't translate into a completion.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.